Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I especially am glad you're here if you're someone that suffers from headaches. I hate that you suffer from headaches. I hope you don't, but there are a lot of people who do. And if you can learn just some quick little remedies of what triggers a headache and how to treat it, I believe that you can feel better much quicker. So, um, so let me share with you some tips I have on how to relieve headaches today. Okay. Headaches occur when signals interact with the brain, the blood vessels, and the surrounding vessels. And I think we can all agree that headaches, man, they just don't feel good. It can ruin your day, it can ruin a special occasion, and who in the heck wants one? So a headache could probably leave you feeling like one of these guys. How about this guy? I mean, man, doesn't he look miserable? This dude, this lady, okay, man, she's got such a bad headache, smoke's coming out of her ears. And this guy, not sure what's going on with him. It looks like he might have a cross between a headache and an earache, but whatever he's got going on, he's in agony. Maybe this guy right here. Oh, he looks like he's a bit weirded out. But I don't want a headache to send you into outer space. So let's talk about types of headaches. There's a lot of different types of headaches, but for the purposes of this video, we'll just talk about two of the most common, which is seasonal sinus headaches, reoccurring migraines. Now, as far as seasonal sinus headaches, if you live in the South, you are probably one of the 95% of people who get allergies and have sinus trouble during certain seasons. So, some of the symptoms of a sinus headache is just if you've got that stuffy or runny nose, you're sneezing, you've got watery eyes, almost as bad as the flu. Itchy nose, throat, and eyes, and you're in a lot of pain, your face hurts, your head hurts. Also, fatigue come along with that because we can't really perform at our best if we're in pain. So it makes us tired. It makes us fatigued. It makes us want to go take some NyQuil and just go back to bed and not get up that day. Also, your face might swell. You might be puffy around the eyes, the cheeks, and as far as reoccurring migraines, that can sometimes be very severely painful. You may have that throbbing pain to the point that it causes you to feel nauseous, and there again, fatigue because you just don't feel like doing anything. And also, if you've got a migraine, don't turn the lights up too bright because most likely you're going to be very sensitive to light and it can make your headache worse. So, what causes headaches? Well, let's look at some of the things. Number one, stress, tension, dehydration, not having enough water, not staying hydrated, fatigue, and I might add in there if your immune system is impaired, it can make you more prone to headaches. Anxiety, if we get upset about something and we're all anxious, we can just work ourselves right up into a headache that way, right into a migraine, talk ourselves right into it. Also, irregular eating or sleeping patterns. If you don't eat right, if you eat too little, you may go throughout the day and not think about eating. Maybe you're just not hungry until that headache there in the early afternoon reminds you that you need to eat something. Also, if your sleep patterns are off, maybe you changed shifts on your job and your sleeping patterns, you're waking up too much. Not sleeping enough or somebody wakes you up. I don't know about you, but I'm anything but nice when I get woke up. So, food sensitivities, there's certain foods that can trigger headaches, especially if you're prone to allergies anyway. And then that lovely H word, hormones, pregnancy, menopause, that time of the month, all those hormonal things that often give us ladies headaches. Also, lack of physical activity. I know most of you, or some of you, may have sitting down jobs where you don't get to move around a lot. And sitting in one place, not being active, can really cause your muscles to tighten up. So when you do finally get up, you feel like death warmed over because your back, your neck, your shoulders all lock up. And then, of course, sensitivity to light. But lack of physical activity, that can definitely cause you a headache. But I want to share some things with you that can help with this issue. First of all, you've got so many acupressure points in your face and in your scalp. You can't go wrong. And I want to show you exactly how to hit these acupressure points and to give yourself a deep acupressure scalp massage. It's one of the first things you can do to relieve pain. Uh, so let's come back to reality here, back to outer space or wherever it seems like I am in this video. And I want to show you how to do an acupressure scalp massage. I also want to let you know that um, cold therapy works great for headaches, much more effective than heat. So if you can find something like this is an eye pillow, put it in the freezer, get it really cold, and you can get it out when you're ready for it and just lay back and put it over your face, put it over your eyes. Something else you can do is be sure it's cold and just place it right back there on the occipital ridge. It's so cooling and it's so relaxing and it helps your headache. Another thing you can do is, if you don't mind your hair getting all messed up, you can put a cold compress on your face and one on your head. Okay. But that's one of the things you can do for headaches. And another home remedy is you want to take your cold pack or your ice pack. You can put a little bit of water and some ice in a baggie, in a Ziploc baggie, and it works just as well as any other cold pack. And place that back on your occipital ridge. And something else you can do while you're sitting there, if you can recline back in a recliner and not have to hold this the whole time, that's even better. If you can recline back, just place that at your neck and make a hot foot bath for yourself and just sit there with your feet all warm and the back of your neck getting cold. What that cool therapy does, it's the best thing in the world to relieve pain and soreness and inflammation. And most of the time, when you've got a headache, you've got some inflammation. And um, it doesn't matter to where you put this. You can just put it up here. You can put it over your eyes. You can just place it on the part of your head that's hurting to get some relief that way. Now, for our acupressure scalp massage. What I'd like for you to do is maybe I'll turn to the side here and I'm just going to place my fingers right here at the occipital ridge. My fingers are planted in there and I'm just doing some very slow, very deep rotations. Okay. And while you're doing this, I want you to deep breathe. I'll probably tell you to deep breathe in every video that I do. But deep breathing does so much to slow your heart rate down and to help you relax, to help you calm down. So start your deep breathing while you're holding your fingers right back here at the occipital ridge. You can do one side at a time, but for purposes of this video, I'm actually going to do both sides at the same time. So I'm just closing my eyes, taking those slow, deep breaths, and just doing some deep circles. And you might even arch your head back a little bit just so that you can feel more of the pressure coming from your fingertips. Now I'm just going to move up. We'll just get this hair out of the way. I'll just hide it somewhere so you can see better. But then we're just going to come up, do some more circles, deep breathe. So I'm doing a combination of deep breathing, slow, deep rotations on the scalp, as well as holding direct pressure while you breathe. Let's just continue to move up. Ah, that feels so good. Deep pressure, that helps the circulation get in to your scalp and into the brain. All these pressure points that are in the scalp, they're not only good to relieve headaches, they're also great to send circulation to the brain to help you focus and concentrate more clearly. Ah. They're also great to help you focus. They help your memory. After all, most of us can remember a little bit better if we'll make ourselves sit down and relax and deep breathe and do these techniques. Holding some direct pressure here as I just continue up the side of my scalp. Oh, that feels so good. Just right here at the top of my scalp, right here at the hairline, sorry. And then I'm just coming backwards, just holding these points all the way up to the crown of my head. Coming back down. Now, this is especially great to help with those seasonal headaches that you get, maybe from sinus trouble. It's also good for migraines, but I know if you've got a really bad migraine, you may not even feel like touching your scalp. So I would just go very lightly. And then just gradually add a little bit more pressure as as you work here. And now I'm just going to the back of my head, doing those circles, holding a little bit, direct pressure, breathing. And I'll just continue down the back of my scalp, slow and deep until you get right back to that starting place there in the occipital ridge of your neck. Then, if you wanted to, you could work one side at a time. Just sort of bring your head over, start on one side. Don't forget to breathe. and just very thoroughly cover that whole side of your head. Feels better already, and it not only helps with your scalp, but it'll also help relieve tension in your neck. There. I think we've about covered this side. And I didn't have a headache when I started, or really have any pain in this area at all, but it just feels better. I can just feel the circulation uh, going to the brain, loosening up my neck. I hope you're following along with me. If not, you can download this video and play it just as many times as you'd like. And just go slow, deep, don't get in a hurry. Spend about maybe 15 minutes. And then if you've got specific areas in your scalp that are really tender or they hurt, go to those areas with some light pressure at first. Breathe. And relax, relax. I want to show you one acupressure point. There's many I can show you, and in time I will. But you've got an acupressure point right here in the very upper ridge of your occipital area, and you want to press in and up. And this is a point that not only helps you relieve your headache, but it also stabilizes your blood pressure. It can bring your blood pressure down. It actually sends circulation to the medulla part of the brain, which helps control our memory and our emotions. And if you're ever feeling dizzy, this is the point to hold. I've had to do this several times because there's been some times I had high blood pressure or vertigo, and it's great for this, as well as headaches. And so I'm just going to end this little session holding on to that point right there in the occipital ridge. And I'm going to place one hand on um, the third eye point, and I'm just going to take some deep breaths here. Ah. And you can spend as long a time as you need to until your headache is gone. Now, if you do these techniques and you have a severe migraine that just does not go away, you're going to need to contact your doctor. But I do recommend that you go light if you've got a really bad headache and see if that doesn't help. Well, I hope this is something that you'll do, something that you'll share with your clients if you're a practitioner, body worker, or anyone in the healthcare field, or if you're not, and just do these techniques on yourself. It can help you a lot. And I say 15 minutes a day. We've got 15 minutes a day. Sometimes we think we don't, but we really do. We just have to take that 15 minutes a day, even on those days that it seems like there's not enough time to turn around backwards. So, thanks for joining me today. And I really appreciate any comments that you might want to say. You can comment in the section And I'll be glad to answer any questions or help you in any way I can. But for right now, I'm signing off. Until next time, uh, have a great day and healing wishes.